Okay, welcome to the Empowering English. Um, in this one, I will share my experience with the foreigners that I met for like 4 or 5 years ago. I was working there. Um, Let me tell you a little bit about my experiences before I joined this company. It was a Singaporean company. The owner of the company was Singaporean, and I worked there for almost like 1 year, and I had a lot of the experiences, bad experiences, good experiences, and I got criticized. People said bad things to me when I tried to speak English there. They criticized me. They said bad things. Oh, your English is not good. You don't have to speak in front of the boss, and because your English sucked. So they make my confidence weaker and weaker, not stronger and better. So every time I'm trying to use English, I got weaker, and I got like paralyzed, frozen, just nervous, afraid, and just because some of the people, the Burmese people, they were from they got the degree from Singapore. They were Burmese people, and they could speak English really well, and but they always look down on me. Look down. To look down on someone is like they don't impress about you, right? They don't think that you're an important person, or they usually think like negative, right? About you. So my problem was that it was a pronunciation problem that I had with the foreigners. So and one day there were like many different kinds of foreigners there, like Americans, British, Canadians, and Australians, and sometimes the students who were from the uh, Singapore, America, many different cities. Usually they were Burmese students, and they just got the scholarship, and they went there and they studied there. But when they saw kind of a internship, the internship program, uh, and they applied, they got the job. So I was working there. One day we had a bathroom problems, right? The bathroom, it can mean a toilet, restroom, or it can mean a bathroom where you take a bath, where you bathe. My Singaporean boss did not know, had no idea how to fix this, and so we had to call someone else to fix this problem that we were having. So and then we were waiting, and we called someone to fix. I called someone because you will know why I use someone, because I have to give you some kind of share experiences. So and then we were waiting for that someone to fix this problem, the bath, right? The problem in the bathroom. And there was a guy who was not good, who always criticized my English, but we had to deal with, right? We had to be friends a little bit in that company, so I just pretended that I was friendly with him. Actually, he was not friendly. He was not a nice guy. He was like a terrible, horrible person that who looked down on someone and just always said bad things to them about their English. So, but there was a guy, and there was me, and so there were two Burmese persons, including me, and there was another guy who was American. And the American guy was confused, and he asked me, "What's the problem that we are having?" And we said, "I don't know." At the point, I did not know how to call this person who can fix this problem, the problem in the bathroom. We were talking, like chatting, like normally, and the guy who was next to me, who was a bad guy, I should say, he started talking that he started explaining to that American guy. We call the plumber, plumber. They call it plumber is someone who fixes like the problems, the pipes, the water stuff. And he said the plumber. We call the plumber the plumber will come. So the guy was next to me, the Burmese guy. He explained it like that to the American guy. So the plumber will come and fix this problem, fix the problem. And the American guy was confused. What did you say? And he said the plumber will come and fix the problem. What did you say? The plumber will come and fix the problem. What? Can you repeat that? The plumber will come and fix the problem that we are having in the bathroom. Finally, we had to spell that. So how do you? He asked us, how did you spell that? How do you spell? I'm sorry. How do you spell? And we spelled that, and he said, oh, plumber. But in the word, the pronunciation would be plumber because there's a B, right? So in this word there's a B, so we had to pronounce like that in a Burmese way, right? But actually, that's not how they pronounce. They pronounce plumber. Instead of B sound, they say M sound, right? So plumber. Oh, and finally he got it. He said, oh, plumber. We don't say plumber, but he never ever, since then, until right now I believe, he never criticized our English. So he just corrected as, that's the pronunciation you have to pronounce. That's the pronunciation you have to have while speaking. And boom, we got the pronunciation. So what's the point here? The point is that you have to learn, you have to pronounce correctly. Pronunciation is important. You can make the grammar mistakes. You cannot speak really well. You don't know how to connect the words, how to say the sentences. But more than that, pronunciation is very important. It's vital. Vital means super important and necessary. You gotta learn how to pronounce each word in a correct way. If your pronunciation is good, you can even communicate with others with bad spoken grammar, right? Doesn't matter about the spoken grammar, right? You can make a lot of mistakes, thousands of mistakes. But if your pronunciation is bad, no one will understand you. So try to have the good pronunciation as much as you can. Don't be shy about the, some Burmese people, the people who live in Myanmar. They're very shy nervous to pronounce correct words, right? They are really shy to have good pronunciation, good rhythm, You're learning their language, so you have to pronounce exactly. There's some pronunciations that I have to talk about later in the future audio files, but right now focus on this technique. So try to have the good pronunciation as much as you can. So if you just hear something different from me about pronunciation, learn, copy, imitate exactly I say. If I say stretch, you say stretch. If I say happy, you say happy. If I say perfect, you say perfect. Exactly. You have to imitate me. Say that exactly like me. You're going to have the best pronunciation than me. So listen to it until you understand this. I usually speak like the way I speak to native speakers. So it might be a little bit difficult. You might have some difficulties understanding this. See you next time. Bye for now. Have a good day.